Thank you very much for joining us here on HSN. Well, already popular, and I know why. We've all been out there. We've taken a look. You've thought about buying a new washer, a new dryer. Wouldn't you love to have that steam technology built right into your dryer? Well, it can cost, thousands of dollars just for the one article. We actually have a product that you can now take and you can put into any ordinary dryer that you have right now that is going to enable you to create steam in your dryer. So now you can actually turn your dryer into a steaming dryer, getting all the great benefits, all the great functions, everything that we love out of a steam dryer. Fantastic buy. Now, already almost 100 people called in and saw this already. It's a brand new item. It's $19.95. You're going to get 2 of those, and then you're also going to get the Fresh Shot, which is our fabric softener, if you want to add that as well, and that's going to give it that nice, fresh, clean smell. Vonabell Sherman is here to help make all of our household needs a lot easier.
Absolutely.
And this is a great idea.
This is
because I thought about that too.
Idea.
I wanted that steam technology, but there's a lot more to add that.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we've all loved steam dryer balls. They have been great. We've sold so many here, even at HSN. But this is one step further. This is entering steam into your dryer. So we took that great steam ball technology, still all those little bumps that you're accustomed to. What does that do? That lifts your fiber, massages the fiber, dries things a little quicker, brings everything fluffy. But then take a look at the front here. There's a hole here. Why? Because you can add water, and then you can also add some freshening agent, which we have as Fresh Shot, and then you make your ordinary, perfectly plain dryer into a steam dryer. Why is that important? Because now you can take out those wrinkles, wrinkle release, relax the fibers. Maybe you've left a shirt in the dryer, and you got dressed for work, and you went, ooh, I didn't iron that. Ooh, I left it in the dryer. Well, now put a little water into your Mr. Steamy, pop it into your dryer, go have your cup of tea, and you're back to having a virtually wrinkle-free shirt. Because look at the steam. The water goes in Mr. Steamy. It creates steam in your dryer. So whatever you take out from your dryer is going to be virtually wrinkle-free. And not only that, but fluffy and soft and nice, because we're also giving you that Fresh Shot that you can use, also just put right in your ball. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But any dryer, you have the plainest dryer, so what? You want to have that steam dryer technology? Just spend under $20, which is a better value than the infomercial. I'm sure you've all seen this on infomercial. Well, now it's your turn to get a better value, which is our job here at HSN, to bring you great infomercial products at a better value. And this is it. So what are you going to do? You're going to take your water, and you're going to put it right here into, you see that hole? It has a special foam insert in there. That's what's going to absorb and hold the water for you. So I just pour it in there, and it takes about 4 ounces. So you're going to put that in there. Now, if you want to, we've also given you this Fresh Shot. Fresh Shot is a freshening agent. It will make your clothes smell wonderful, delicious, soft. It's also phosphate-free if that's important to you, and also reduce that static cling.
Excellent. But I don't need to have that if I don't want to, right?
You don't have to. No, totally up to you. But you would just take that, and we include this little measuring cup, and so you would just pour that in there as well.
Okay.
And that absorbs that. Now you simply toss Mr. Steamy into your dryer, and you have a steam dryer technology without spending so much money, so much less.
I need to give you a quick heads up, because we're in our first, 2 minutes of our presentation. Already well over 200 of you have ordered this. We only brought in 2,500 of these for the entire visit. It's a brand new item. If you wanted to introduce that steam into there, you don't need to use both of them. So if you wanted to keep one for yourself, use one as a gift. We've all loved the idea of the dryer balls. I know here on HSN, we've sold tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dryer balls. But these are dryer balls that are now going to incorporate that steam technology simply by putting the water in there, putting it into your dryer, and as the heat comes in, it releases that steam in and out of that to help release all of those wrinkles that you might have. It is a fantastic buy. It's the lowest price that you're going to find anywhere right here on HSN.
Yeah, and let's face it, doing laundry is not on anybody's top 10 list. As a matter of fact, it's on the top 10 of most hated chores. So if you can make it faster, easier, and cost less, I think that makes a really lot of sense. So you're going to release those wrinkles, and this way you won't have to iron so much. So many of us hate to iron, also not on the favorite list. This way you can get that wrinkle release, and it's not going to be quite as crisp as when you iron it, but boy does it look good, and yes, it will get you out the door looking very respectable. And I want you to take a look, these towels that I have, aren't they great? Now, what I want to show you here is that Look at the loft and the fluff and even the higher pile on this. This one, of course, I used Mr. Steamy on. So you get a higher loft, you get a massage of the fibers, and things will dry just a little more quickly because the ball is helping things tumble around better. And here, of course, is with no Mr. Steamy. You just don't get quite the loft.
I was gonna say, here you can see, like you said,
right.
You can actually see how it's kind of lifted the fibers up on this. Do you see that? See how it's like lifted the fibers up?
It looks lighter and fluffier, doesn't it? Now let's take over here. I think men's dress shirt, ladies' dress shirts, uniforms. If you wear any kind of uniform, you know you've left things in the dryer and it was in the morning and you that panic comes on you and now you need an in-a-hurry solution. This is your in-a-hurry solution.
Or maybe it's just got a little bit of smell, you know, from a restaurant. You go to one of those where they, like the hibachis where they cook in front of you, things like that. You just kind of want to
Or how about when you wore a really nice shirt, but you only wore it here on air for your 3 hours, right? So
it's kind of wrinkled up a little bit.
But it's not smelly. You didn't run in the mud. You want to freshen it up, same thing. Throw the things that are only lightly soiled into the dryer, and you will get them refreshed with a nice odor if you use the fresh scent. And then you get that wrinkle release. Just take a look at the difference there. You see pretty wrinkled here because I left it in the dryer, and here we are, virtually wrinkle-free, absolutely not perfect, but you know what? Very presentable to head out to work. Okay? And with that same
I'd get that much of a wrinkle as soon as I put my seatbelt on in my car.
That's right. Now let's take a look at these jeans. Same thing. Have you ever worn your jeans, and we're adults, we don't roll in the mud, but you want to put them back in the dryer just to get that tight fit again and that refreshing, and again you want a fresh
but you don't want to lose the dark color out of it either.
That's right, by rewashing. Well, take a look at the difference here. You can see this has more wrinkles in the hip area. It's also a little lighter color, but this is all tightened up and refreshed using Mr. Steamy in the dryer. What did Mr. Steamy do? It put in enough steam to drop the wrinkles, and then if you want to put in the fresh spot, you put that in and you get a beautiful aroma as well. So we're talking about great value and things that make your life easy, and that's what we all want. This Mr. Steamy turns your ordinary dryer into a steam dryer without spending a whole lot of money.
That's right, and remember, you're actually getting 2 of these. If you wanted, you could use both of them in the wash at the same time, but you don't need to do that. You can use one at a time. You can use one for yourself. You can give one to a student who maybe is going away to college.
Absolutely.
But I was thinking about all the tasks that we have. Like, you have company coming over, and now you need to put a tablecloth on.
Okay.
And you've just kind of got those. It just needs to be released, but what do? We take and we pull out our steamer, which is usually one of the quickest options.
Yes.
Or you try to throw it into the dryer, but by the time you transfer it in the dryer and you get it out there, this is great.
This is so much easier. And
love that.
One of the things with tablecloths is they're so big and long. When you're ironing them and you put it over, it's getting wrinkled while you're ironing this part. It's very frustrating. This way, put the whole tablecloth into the dryer with Mr. Steamy. Mr. Steamy is a dryer ball, but you put water in it and it creates steam. So Mr. Steamy drops out the wrinkles, and boy, you know, you can really tell the difference in there.
You definitely can.
You went from embarrassed to very proud and acceptable. Elegant, embarrassed. And it could be your sheets. If you want your sheets to have that, look at that. If you want your sheets to have hotel smoothness, like when you go to the hotel, everything's crisp, you could do the same thing with Mr. Steamy. Just add Mr. Steamy into your dryer. And let me show you how easy it is. Take your Mr. Steamy ball. It's very typical of the dryer balls you've seen, except now you have the power to add steam. Put your water in the foam insert that's inside. That is special technology. It's going to hold that water until you get in, you turn on the heat, and now you've released steam into your dryer to release those wrinkles. Now, if you want, and you have to smell this. This is your fresh shot. By the way, you're getting 2 bottles.
Oh, it smells very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
It's not overpowering. It's just, fresh. And you get 2 bottles of this, and this is 16 uses, and the other one's 16 uses, so you're getting 32 uses. So you're going to put it in here.
But you don't even need to use this.
You don't have to. Totally optional. Totally optional. And here you put about 1/4 ounce in a cup. And then you simply, and the cup's included, by the way. It's one of those typical ones that you've all used. Very practical, pre-marked, you know, with a line. Go ahead and put that in. And if you can see, it's not overflowing. It's actually being absorbed. Now that it's absorbed, the heat of the dryer is going to release it all, make your clothes smell good, and do that wrinkle release. And they're just so practical. Toss it in. Now, we're giving you the set of 2. Say you just got something that you have a fabric that's really hard. You know, some fabrics are rough. Throw both of your balls in there and let them tumble around.
Good idea.
And soften the fabrics, lift the fibers, and when you're lifting the fiber, things dry just a little bit better and quicker.
Okay.
And then you
bit
get
faster?
that steam. Yeah, faster. And then you get the wrinkle release as well. It's just brilliant technology. It's like we took the great dryer balls and we made them one step better just for you. Faster, easier, more cost effective. Just kind of brilliant technology. I like it.
I was going to say, great idea. And I do also want to let you know, if you're loving this, you need to call us very quickly. It may make, excuse me, one more presentation. Yeah. Coming up today, Vonabell's going to be back tonight at 6 p.m. Yeah. It's going to go at that time. So if you're loving it right now and you know you're not going to be around at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is the time to get yours. So, Vonabell, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Really a great product. We know you're going to love that, too. Now, the Spin Mop, unbelievably popular as well.